Hi everybody, welcome to this video. This is Esther here, your keyboard tutor. So today I'm going to be teaching you keyboard theory. Now I'm not going to be teaching you the theory completely in this whole video, but I'm going to be dividing it into multiple sessions through which you can understand each concept clearly, and I'll be going into detail so that you would understand it. If you have any doubts, please let me know it in the comment section down below. Also, another thing, two things actually I would like to tell you. First is I would request you or urge you to revise keyboard theory on a regular basis, because you want to get a strong grip of it, and especially when you're attending exams or going for classes, it's very important that you have a good catch on theories, because for examination purposes it's very important. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I would request you to watch all these sessions and videos on fixed interval basis. I mean to say, do not listen to it in day one or in 24 hours. No, divide it into maybe you would take a week to listen to each of the sessions, like one day one session, or maybe 2 days one session, or alternate days, or weekly ones, something like that. But whatever you're choosing, please stick to that and do not keep shuffling it. Okay, so that's the first thing. And then the next thing is, if you do not have a piano or a keyboard, I would request you to purchase one. If you're not able to afford for it, or you're not able to purchase it at the moment, no problem, you can download this piano app, because for understanding it is very important and you would need it. So yeah friends, so let us start, and I hope you would understand this. So what you can see right here are the keyboard or the piano keys. Now, what do you know about a keyboard or a piano? I'm sure you've seen it in many places, like in the exhibitions or concerts or churches, or maybe even in keyboard classes you've maybe passed through and you've just seen such things. What have you noticed commonly in pianos and keyboards? Well, I'm sure you've noticed one thing, that all the pianos and keyboards have white and black keys. So there is a combination of white and black keys, right? I'm right? Yes. So basically, as you can see here, I have those keys displayed here. I'm not able to show you everything completely. I'm just able to move like this thing here all the way to different octaves or different sets or parts of the piano. Okay, so please do not mind it, please. So firstly, let us discuss about the keys. What do we call them in proper terms? What do we call it? So we call the white notes as natural or regular notes, and we call the black notes or the black keys as the sharps and flats, depending on how you address it. So what do I mean by depending on how you address it? In some places, suppose I take this sharp here, we have two names for this sharp, like F sharp or G flat, and it depends upon the writer or the composer of the song how he wants to say whether it is F sharp or G flat, and depends on what you call it. But you must have a very good idea that F sharp and G flat are all the same note, that is this note here. Okay, so I think you have noticed an order here, that it goes from the sharps go from two sharps, and then there's a gap, and then goes three sharps, or sorry, not three sharps, sorry, it is two black notes, then we have two white notes, and then three black notes, and then we have two white notes, right? So you see that there is 2 3 2 3, that's the order of the black notes, right? Yes. So, and you also see that between these two notes there are no black keys. So I think you've noticed all of this. So let me just tell you what is the symbol by which we represent sharps and flats. So we address sharps by this hashtag sign, as you can see here, this hashtag sign. Okay, I think all of you are familiar with hashtag, right? Hashtag some tweets or something, right? So basically that's what we use. and then this is for flat. So this is for flats, and this is for sharps. So basically this is like a B letter, right? Like a small b, the lower alpha, right? So that's how we represent it. Suppose I want to put a sharp or a flat, or I want to say some note is having a sharp or a flat, then I represent it like this. Suppose I take A note and I want to say it's A sharp, I just raise it to the power, or I would raise it up here as A sharp. But if I want to say some note has a flat, then suppose for D, then I write D flat. That's also raised. So remember that we write, or we represent some letters with sharps or flats at the top, okay, not at the bottom or side or anywhere. Got it? Okay. So we assign particular names to the white keys and the black keys, as I've told you earlier, right? So as you can see here already, they have given some names here, but I'm going to tell you the exact names. Forget the C5, D5 and all of that. Just consider the C, the letter names here. Don't consider the numbers. That's not what you need right now. Let's just go to the letter names. So right here, I think you can see that we have a picture, or what I've sketched of a piano. I hope this is like somewhat similar, right? I hope you can find some similarity. Okay, it's all the same. So basically the note beneath this first sharp, see, I've told you that there is a 2 3 2 3 order, right? So in the first two sharps beneath the first sharp, or the first black key, we have C here. Okay, excuse me, I've been telling sharps all the while, but it is black notes, okay, please don't mind. So this is C. We call the first note as C. So this is how it sounds, C. Okay, and then this is D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So let me just play all of these notes, these white regular notes for you. So I think you've heard this music at different places, and there's in the Sound of Music, Sound of Music, right? And that there is the song do, a deer, a female deer, right? So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So that, and then we have in Indian music, we have sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, ri, sa. Right? So all have the same sounds. All across the world we have the same music theorem, but we just call it by different names. Okay, but all across the world you will find the same thing, you're just different names. So that was basically the white or the regular notes. Moving on to the black keys. So we have two names for one black key. Okay, remember that we have two names for one black key. So for the first sharp, or not the first sharp, the first black key, this one we call it as C sharp or D flat. Now again, it depends on the way the user or the composer or the writer presents it. Okay, so the second one, which is this one, is D sharp or E flat. Now you need to learn these names. It's okay, take your time. You might not find it easy at the first, you might find it confusing, but don't worry, you will get it. I'm sure you will get it. Just try to learn it and by heart it. So the one between this F and F and G is F sharp or G flat. That's another way you can remember it. The one between G and A is G sharp or A flat. The one between A and B is A sharp or B flat. Now see, I'll just suggest you a technique. Okay, so first note is C, so just put a sharp, C sharp. For then I told you it's between C and D is C sharp or D flat. So for C it is C sharp, for D this is D flat. Okay, D flat. It's sharp and flat. Okay, first sharp then flat. So since it's the first name is C, sharp, we can say that this is the first note. Add a sharp to it, you will get C sharp. Second note, D, and you can add a flat, D flat. So similarly for other notes, you will find that just the names are varying, but as I've told you, the first names are in sharp, second names are in flat. Keep practicing it on a daily basis. I'm sure you will get it, friends. Do not worry and do not pressurize yourself. Okay, oh, I have to learn it, oh, I have to learn it. Don't burden yourself. Take your time, learn it. That's what I told, right? If you find it too much for you, then please fix a proper interval of time. Practice it during those times, and in the next session maybe you will understand things better. Don't worry. So guys, I think that's it for the first class. In the next class we'll be learning about scales. So scales are basically a set of notes that sound good together when. So what do I mean by that? A set of notes that sound good when played together. That means if I say C scale, that means I'm going to be playing all the notes starting from C, which are white, all the way to the C. Let me play C scale for you. So we use actually all of 5 fingers, okay, on a real keyboard. So sorry, I'm playing the wrong note twice, but if you're having a real piano or keyboard, it will be much easier, but use the same fingering. 1, 2, 3 for the first 3 notes, then for the next 5 notes use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then backwards is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 3, 2, 1. That's how you have to play it. Got it? So try practicing it on a piano app, and I'm sure you'll find it that's easier. So that's the C scale now. So in the next class we'll be learning more about all of this circle of fifths and how the circle goes on, about tones and semitones, whole step, half step, and all of that in the next session. I hope you've enjoyed this video, friends, and I hope you've understood it. If you have any doubts, please let me know your doubts in the comment section. Okay, thank you so much, friends, for watching. Take care of yourself, stay safe from COVID-19. Bye bye for now.